In life, the best investment you can do is the investment you make in yourself. That's the biggest project you'll ever have to work on. Once you start working on that project, the project of self, the self-development, you realize that everything you ever wanted in this external world, those desires, the thoughts, the emotions you even felt, are all secondary. They are things that are resonance from us. If we vibe with a certain thing, we call that happiness. If we don't vibe with that certain thing, it's a negative emotion of some type. That is literally it. Once you understand self, you can change the world and the reality that you live in, because you realize no physical objects, no other people, nothing external from you can make you feel any type of way. It's all a internal experience that's portrayed externally. When something happens to you, such as somebody hitting your vehicle, which this has happened to me. I've been parked in a parking lot when I was going to a friend's birthday party, and the owner of that restaurant happened to back up and hit my vehicle while I wasn't even there. He didn't even know that he hit it. And I find out later, when a server comes to my table and lets me know, hey, somebody hit your vehicle if you're the owner of that car. So I go outside, I look at it, I'm like, all right, whatever, I can still leave. And the fact that I didn't react the standard way that most people may have, it was actually a shock to not just the waitress, but also even the owner of the restaurant as well. And you realize, again, all of these physical things that we hold dear so closely, tight, clutch onto these things, you can't take this with you when you leave this earth anyway. So why are you giving this item so much power over you? Why are you giving events that are very temporary and all just an experience so much power to change how you feel in that moment? Why are you letting things happen to you and not realize that they happened because of you? Once you realize the importance of self-development and the importance of upgrading your own quality of life, you realize that also externally other people are not meant like literally trying to hurt you. Other people are only able to meet you as far as they've met themselves. And once you start to develop yourself, you can actually even start working on your relationships. And you can cure all of these things that used to be problems for yourself. And you realize it's just a matter of deciding to do different things in the present moment. That's all it ever has been. That's all it ever will be. It's the matter of, are you just sticking to the habits of what you're used to, the things that you learned from watching other people in television and other sources of media? Or are you going to experience the moment for what it really is and realize that this is the present moment and I have the ability to change the entire reality around me based off of how I am acting and responding in the present moment? Don't just respond through life. Don't just react through life. Make sure you're responding. There's a difference. When you're just reacting, something happens, cause, and you do an effect, cause and effect. But when you're responding, you realize that that thing is not going to cause you to do something, but you could be a cause for something. So if you recognize someone's getting heated, you have the ability to de-escalate the situation rather than feeding into it. You don't have to throw gasoline into the flame. You can literally just extinguish it. So learn to develop yourself. Yourself is the biggest asset that you have. It's the only thing that's going to be with you from the time you were born to the time that you leave this earth. And it's the only thing that matters, is because when you yourself is experiencing life, that's the only common variable, self. When you realize self is the only thing that has full power over you, you are yourself. So literally the life that you get to live is based off of the thoughts that you make, the thoughts you think of, and then the actions you take based off of those thoughts. And you can change your thoughts as well, because again, if you recognize a negative thought, you don't have to be a response to that. You don't have to be a reaction to that thought. If you have a thought that's a negative one, you don't have to go down that rabbit hole. You observe that you had a negative thought. You could even ask yourself, why am I having this thought? What triggered that thought? And you can literally start rewiring your own brain and your own thinking, basically by being conscious of the fact that you have that ability. And again, it's about being conscious. When you realize that something is possible, you are now aware of it. You're conscious of that thing. You can actually take actions to create that thing for you in your life. When you realize that you could, potentially get a license and drive a vehicle, you became conscious of what you need to do to go and get a license to then go drive that vehicle. Just, it's the same thing throughout your entire life. When you become conscious of the fact that you can take actions every single day to actually better yourself and get you to a different position that you didn't even think was possible for, and all you have to do is be conscious of it, you literally will become more conscious of the things that you can do every single day. When you become conscious of things that happen in your relationships, patterns, and such, you realize the part that you played in it, and you can change that part, and then the results that you get will change. You break the patterns. You literally break the cycle. So realize where it is that you're living in cycles in your life. Realize the habits that you have. Realize the control that you have. Become aware you can change yourself and make yourself a priority. Tyler's Wellness out. If you want more stuff like this, of course, I appreciate all of the support that we've been receiving lately on the Instagram. Feel free to go check out the YouTube channel as well, and of course the Facebook group. And I'm trying to build this community with more like-minded people, or people that just want things better than what is reality right now. Reality is what you make it. And I want to build that community, and we're already building that community of people that want more than what the standard life has been given to you. So if you want to be a part of that community, like I said, feel free to follow, subscribe on the YouTube channel, and share this video with a friend, because that is going to be what starts the shift. Once they become aware that they can change, they will start to take the actions to change. And remember, they can only meet you as far as they've met themselves. So you don't have to just push this as a end-all be-all. It's more or less they have to seek it for themselves. You have to let them know that there's an ability that they have within themselves to change. And then you say, hey, check this video out. This will make you more aware of it. And then bam. That's how you start to, make a change. You don't just tell people they're wrong. You show people the right way, and that's it. So again, guys, make yourself a priority. Tyler's Wellness out. Peace. See you guys in the next one.